This is what it's all about. Lake Mission Viejo, the Midsummer Volleyball Classic, the 13th annual. What a great setting for the finals. Today in the finals, Mike Minear and Darren Utterback taking on Chad Jones and Larry Barnett. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Game of the Week. I'm Paul Higgins along with Dave Crandall, the 1986 champion of this event. Bowed out earlier in the week, but coming up to join me here on the Game of the Week, and I welcome you once again. Dave Crandall, First Team Real Estate. Give him a call at 582-1549. We'll tell you more about Dave as we go along, but we're awaiting this event. Right now they're selecting a ball. They're going to be selecting sides as we get ready. The AVP refs are in on this. A great event, a lot of fun. We have some time in between games to go down and talk to some people. They're playing music. I think, I don't know about you, but I think this is the most festive crowd that I've seen in 13 years of coming here.
I agree, Paul. This is nice. I think everybody's into it. The weather's nice. The play has been great. And again, with you being here and the event being run with the sponsorships as smoothly as it's been this year, it's just been a fantastic event.
Well, let's talk about it. Mike Minear and Darren Utterback. They had a pretty easy semifinal game. They defeated Braun and Nathan Owens 15-7. Chad Jones and Larry Barnett, they beat Toby Braun and his partner 15-7. So both scores the same, the results the same, but now we only have one champion to be decided. And also at the end of tonight's game, Dave and I will be selecting the Ballpark Pizza Team Athletes of the Week.
So, Paul, if you had to make a prediction, who are you going to go with in this game?
I'm going to go with, before the serve, Utterback and his partner, Mike Minear. And it will be Utterback serving against Chad Jones and Larry Barnett. Larry Barnett, I'm not sure if that's the smartest decision to make. A black t-shirt, we'll see if he sheds that or not. Immediately, the refs make a call, the officials of the event.
Yeah, that was a net call. Mike Minear was a little anxious, and again, early on, you get a little anxious. Now, Chad Jones does shred his t-shirt, so again, the black t-shirt, nice call over there. We've got Larry Barnett back to serve, and it looks like Darren and Mike are going to go to Larry Barnett. He's the one wearing the tank top and the visor who's back to serve right now.
George Carey and Butch Martin, the AVP officials of this event, want to mention that Damian Utterback got into Sunday's play, and that's the furthest he has reached, and that's good. That's a good showing for him and his partner. But Damian Utterback, another long line of Utterbacks that play here. And we have to mention that 13 years this event has been run. The only guy that's played in it 13 times is Darren Utterback. He's on the court right now in the finals. His partner Mike Minear from Mission Viejo serves it. Barnett with the shot.
Oh, look at that nice reach by Minear. Oh, and he goes with the deep pokey. That's a great shot. See, that's a backbreaker. You see that? See, that's what it's all about. You instead of setting it up and making it play in three, just give it the deep pokey with the knuckles into the deep court, make them run back and get it. Even if they get it, they're going to be off balance.
Want to mention Tony C. Landing, once again sponsors of this event.
Look at Darren concentrating.
Tony C. Landing.
So last game we saw a lot of floaters. Now we're seeing the big jump serve come out. Here's the cut shot. Look at Mike run that down. Nice set, little low, so he's gonna have to pass it. Nice play.
It's the line.
See, that's a great play.
It's the line. Mike Minear happy with that. Getting back to Tony C. Landing, want to let you know that they cater in Mission Viejo in our local area. Call 770-1313, extension 230. They're also located in the main place Santa Ana Mall, Mission Viejo, and right here at the Mission Viejo Lake.
Big serve.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Larry, nice pass. Larry's been controlling the ball great. Uh-oh. Look at that. They're running down. This would be a point right here. If he goes deep line, and he just hits the ball. Nice touch. Let's see if Chad can get it. Oh, and Chad tries. It comes up by us. Boy, that's 3 quick points. Again, early on, points are cheap. You know, you feel each other out. And then you saw as last game went on, points get a lot tougher to get.
Pacific Water Sports, in conjunction with Edward Cinema, celebrates the opening of this summer's biggest blockbuster movie, Kevin Costner's Waterworld, by giving away a new 1995 jet ski. Stop by any participating Edwards Cinema or come into Pacific Water Sports and fill out an entry form. The drawing will be held on Saturday, August 19th at Pacific Water Sports. No purchase necessary. 1 entry per person. You must be 18 years or older. That's Pacific Water Sports in San Juan Capistrano, 1 block south of the Price Club there. Pacific Water Sports, in conjunction with Edwards Cinema, giving away a jet ski. How about that? Kevin Costner's Waterworld. Haven't seen it yet. I'm sure it's a great flick. Also, Palace Park Family Entertainment Center, located in Irvine, just off the 405 freeway between Culver and Jamboree. They have something for everyone. Check it out. I know you've seen it as you've gone down, as you go along the freeway there. Give them a call at 336. That's Palace Park. A great place to go for fun. This is a great place for fun right now. Lake Michigan Viejo, we're in the finals.
Again, there's a great example. Chad Jones was going to come to the net and block there, but because he had a great serve and they had trouble passing the ball, they thought there was no way that Minear would be able to bring this set to the net for Darren to be able to attack the ball. And sure enough, he brought the ball to the net. Darren had a big swing off of Larry Barnett's arm.
You know, we're talking about Palace Park in Irvine. I know a lot of these guys and the people in our area are going to go to Palace Park tonight after this event. They're going to go check out the miniature golf, go-karts, bumper boats, batting cages, the arcade. They even have a McDonald's there. So, hey, how about it? Wherever McDonald's is, you know that the golden arches shine at Palace Park.
He said he's got deep line and he goes high line. That's a great call by Chad Jones. It is so important in this game for your partner to communicate with you and tell you where the open sand is.
Taking care of some business. Now it's 3-0 right now. Utterback and Minear. Side out. It goes to their opponents, Chad Jones and Larry Barnett. I would assume that Mike Minear and Darren Utterback would get out to the early lead because they're fresh.
That's a great call, Paul. I figured the same thing. Let's see if they can steady it. Oh, big block. Again, when you set too tight, you put your partner in the closet. We call it like a closet set. And it makes it real hard for you to do anything because the guy can penetrate the net now. And when it hits his hands are over the net, makes the ball drop on your side of the sand, and the setter's away from the ball. So it kind of puts you at a big disadvantage.
One serving three.
Nice
Lofty.
short serve. Look at this.
That was tough.
Darren's got to get up quickly, and he goes for the cut shot. Oh, that's a great cut shot. That's a great recovery by Darren.
Well, the Ballpark Pizza team is happy to bring you tonight's Athletes of the Week. Ballpark Pizza team. They're a family sports themed pizza parlor that has great food and atmosphere. I must be getting long in the afternoon. I'm having a tough time getting the words out.
You're doing great.
Plus, people that care about you, Ballpark Pizza team. I know a lot of the athletes go there after this event each and every year.
Look at that deep line. We've seen the deep line shot work all day.
I appreciate the people bearing with me when I do these on-air mentions, but, you know, these guys are the ones that are supporting local sports. The guys like Tony C. Landing, you know, Jeanette Krembus, Betty Paquette, you know, Jin Japanese Restaurant, Pacific Water Sports. All these people, they see something and they like to support it, and that's what we're doing here.
Nice line. Look at that dig by Barnett. He's been doing that all afternoon. Let's see if they can convert this. It's a tight set. He's got to get up big with the pokey. Look at the dig by Barnett again. Barnett's got to get tired. Look at the shorty. Well, Barnett is playing so solid. That's a great switch in 2-3.
3-2. We'll be back with more as Utterback and his partner, they have the lead, but we'll be back right after this.
Do you want a cleaner, sharper, newer image for your home at minimal effort and cost? Don't remove your old concrete, just improve it with Mastercrete Architectural Coatings by Aquatech, your surface saving specialist. From steam cleaning, sealing, specialty coatings, waterproofing, and our full line of Mastercrete coatings, we can make your home look like new again, even if the concrete surrounding your home has cracks or oil stains. Our Aquatech specialists can revive it with complete cleaning and crack treatment, and then resurface it with Mastercrete Architectural Coatings. Only your ideas limit how we can change the look of your home. With our Mastercrete coatings, we offer a variety of styles to bring your ideas to reality. From rustic brick to cool lace texture or a mixture of both. From decorative tile to granite or stone, at Aquatech, we guarantee a professional-looking finish. Call Aquatech today for a free inspection at 364-4408.
We're loving it. I hope you are. The score 3-2 in the finals. Mike Minear, Darren Utterback over Jones and Barnett. This one's close. It will be close throughout the course of the event as the wave starts to happen here. A lot of pretty girls, a lot of good-looking guys. Summer in Southern California. I think I've got the prettiest camera operator that can be to my right.
Oh, far and away.
She didn't hear that, but on the telecast, I have to make sure that she listens to it.
That was 3-2 in the finals.
3-2, yeah. Channel 3 Game of the Week here at Lake Mission Viejo. Our director tonight, Tom Hall, baking in the truck, along with the crew, Joe Marks, Sarah, Tina Horsepool Zimmerman. Who else is in there? I want to make sure, because we got Mission Viejo graduates, and I'm not sure where Joe went to school.
Nice pass, nice set. It's interesting they're going to Minear. He set off the net.
And also, I always forget you, Jeff, but I promise I'm getting closer. Jeff Simpson. I was talking to Jeff, and I wanted to make a point. Jeff came through us the way of USC, and also, you know, he worked in Los Angeles, and now he works with us on the Game of the Week. And I know, Jeff, you'll agree with this. You don't see too many of these events in Pasadena.
Nice dig. Barnett's been doing it all day. Let's see the set. He's still off. Look at the short shot. See, that's a hard shot. It's interesting. Last two plays, Chad and Darren have both had a hard time setting each other. They've gone to the bump set because the pass wasn't exactly what they needed to get their hands on the ball. And it's so crucial to have a nice set. You got to pass set, put the ball away.
Well, the point I was trying to make is that we have events like this here in South Orange County that I think a lot of communities don't have, and that's the importance of people like, you know, Tim Milano, Darren Utterback, Doug Hammond on the microphone that you can hear in the background, also Bill Schwartz of Mission Viejo. So they're the reason why we're here, and we hope you're enjoying it.
Nice pass.
3-3.
Nice set. He goes to the angle. He's got that. This is going to be a point here. Nice set. And he goes deep line. Now he's swinging. Look at Larry touch it again. Here we go. They're talking. They both wanted to hit that ball. There's a set. Nobody up. Oh, nice shot. Deep spotty. See, that's a great play. See, Darren puts his hand out and say he's sorry for the low set, and they're also apologizing because they both were so anxious to hit the ball. That's a good sign, though, when you're fighting to get the ball so you can attack it.
Well, 4-3 right now. 9 years ago, Darren was right here. He lost to you at 15-3.
That was a different Darren. He is much more steady now and a lot more cagey.
Well, Darren knows that I'm going to come out and cover the Capital Valley Cougars boys volleyball.
That's a solid program. He's got a nice program.
Well, he's got a program that has great success, and normally it's tough to take over a program with good success and be expected to keep it up, and Darren has done that. And I like some of the things that he does. He has the parents. This is awesome. He has the parents plus the athlete sign a contract. So the parents can't interfere with his decision. The player really can't interfere with his decision. If a parent complains, he whips out the contract and says, Mr. John Doe, you signed the contract. Or, you know, this is the terms that we agreed upon. And for a young guy to do something like that, it shows a lot of credibility, because we know how much parents, you know, like to get involved in their athletes, their kids as athletes. But
short serve, look at this. And there's a free swing. Oh, that's a great play.
I think it's great that he does that, because it makes a lot of sense. And not too long ago, he was at Capital Valley playing on the varsity team. So I want to commend Darren on that as well. Dave Holloway, Kurt Riedel defeated Mike Wilhelm in Press Maycott last year, 17-15. Reason why I mentioned that is because we went into overtime. Same thing the year before. Holloway and Aaron Garcia defeated Jones and Dwayne Utterback, 18-16.
Nice dig. He's tight on the net. He's got to go pokey. Again, when the ball's set tight, the blocker has to go up with two hands. The advantage goes to the attacker. When you go up with one hand, you can stretch just that couple inches higher. And if you can just poke it over the block, you're going to throw the other team off.
You know, one of the best times that I think to go to the beach is late in the day, because the heat, you know, it's still hot enough and it's still nice. A lot of people leave, and that's the way it is right now. We've got a perfect temperature, and I think that it's not as hot as it was before. People are very relaxed being here, enjoying this event, and we have a 4-5 game. Minear and Utterback down by 1.
We've seen that cut shot so many times. That and the deep line. It's amazing. Larry Barnett must be in very good shape, because they have been going to Larry all day. And he just, you know, he keeps pulling out the big plays.
Barnett's smart volleyball player.
Yes. Give a lot of that credit to Chad Jones' partner, who's calling out the open sand for him.
That's a good point. You see him from time to time singling his partner.
Nice serve, deep floater. A lot of floaters here. They're saving their energy.
Mike Manier with the big hit. Barnett at the net, hits the top of the net. This gives face to Mike once again as he comes down hard, and he comes away with the side out. If you were to pick, you asked me, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Before the first serve, you asked me who you thought. Not out here making predictions, but your feeling, you've seen 9 points scored, many side outs in between. Who are you looking at maybe to come away as a champion?
Again, I like all 4 players. I think they're all solid, and they believe in the sport, and they practice hard. But again, Mike and Darren have had an easier time getting to this point, even though they're down 4-5 right now. I just believe that this, you know, it's going to be Darren's year. Darren's been here way too many times not to win this event. Like you said, he's been to every single event we've had. He's one of the few guys that's been to every event that has not won this event. So let's see what happens. They're going to go with Mike Minear, which is interesting. They must think, and Darren's passing and not using his hands, and Darren has fantastic hands. As a matter of fact, he was a setter at Capital Valley back in '82.
Well, Mike Minear, who's been a mainstay in this event as well, he's never reached the finals, according to my list. And of course, his partner, he has. So that helps. Darren Utterback reaching the finals from time to time.
Yeah, Darren's the most seasoned gentleman here.
Ooh,
Look
I
at
like
that.
how you
Nice
put
block.
that. That was
Nice
tennis
block.
talk, gentlemen.
Well, you know, yeah, I've got it in me.
That was good.
Trying to
Okay,
give the sport-
5-5.
Trying to give the sport a little bit more credibility.
That's right. We wear shorts and no shoes. It's 5-5. We'll be back.
When you need a printing job done right and done fast, Minuteman Press on El Toro and Raymond is the place to go. From business cards and letterhead to full-color pamphlets and brochures, Minuteman Press uses only the highest quality professional equipment. Small jobs or big jobs, it's not a problem at Minuteman Press. For additional savings, Minuteman Press provides free color days. So if you have a printing job, call Minuteman Press at 768-6305. Located on El Toro and Raymond, Minuteman Press.
Office space for lease located in the heart of Dana Point. Available now, office space with 830 square feet up to over 2,000 square feet. Only minutes away from beaches in Dana Point Harbor and just seconds from the post office. Quiet second floor space, abundant windows, elevator service, and ample parking, plus signage facing southbound PCH on Del Prado Avenue. Offered by Bob Smith Real Estate, flexible lease terms are offered, and the offices are available for immediate occupancy. Call Bob Smith today at 714-633-1453.
They call it the Midsummer Classic because it's smack in the middle of summer. So I know you guys out there and you gals getting ready for summer early registration. This is the time, though, that the Midsummer Volleyball Classic being played at Lake Mission Viejo. We have a 5-5 game. This is the finals. Mike Minear and Darren Utterback taking on Jones and Barnett.
Darren goes back to the underhand serve, overset. Oh, it's tough. Interesting, when you go to an underhand serve, a lot of people that are watching are probably thinking, gosh, that's so easy. But I'm telling you, the psyche, we're so used to topspin heaters coming off that back line that when you see somebody that thinks you're not good enough to where they're just going to serve you an underhand floater, you take it personal, and it makes you do things that you wouldn't do ordinarily. Like you said, it's good to be patient in this game.
Well, Dave, you mentioned it, and we talked about it earlier, about the pace of the game. It was about 70% of what these guys normally do. Now they have stepped it up from time to time. You'll see them step it up. This is the finals, so you definitely want to go another level. Bragging rights for a year is very good to have. It's so nice to be able to go to the beach and say, hey, I won the Lake Mission Viejo tournament.
Big over the top swing. Darren hits out. Chad again puts a big block up, and it's interesting because they had him blocking angle and digging line. All you need to do is cut that shot over the block, but I guess Chad's throwing a bigger block. We can't really see it from up here, so must be a huge block though.
Dave, 9 years ago you won this event. Following, you know, the months, the weeks and months after, what was it like? I mean, did people look at you like, hey, you're a good volleyball player?
Now, you know what? It makes the whole game different for you. You got a whole bunch of confidence because you won an event with all your buddies. Matter of fact, I took it as like something to elevate my game, and I went to Chicago. Matter of fact, I went with Darren Utterback. We played in the Chicago Open. We had to play a qualifier because we weren't playing professional events. We did very well there and ended up playing California buddies like we played Mike Dodd and his partner at the time. I can't even think of his name now. Oh, the old guys are getting real old now. But it's funny, the two guys that beat us, I mean, the two losses we suffered from California guys. So, again, it gave us that kind of confidence where we flew to Chicago and we fared very well.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the timeout, 7-5 right now. Minear and Utterback looking for, you know, some water, looking for to get some juice in them. And I know it's important now, but let's just look at the bodies of these guys. They're tremendously, in just tremendous shape. You know, they hit the sand. If anybody knows, just to run in sand, how tough that is, but to run, to cut, to jump, to fall, to get up, I mean, you got to be in great shape. And 100-degree temperature, as you see out here at Lake Mission Viejo on the court, it's a game that is centered around guys that are in great shape, gals on the pro tour, the women's tour that are in great shape. And I think that you said the fallacy of some of this is just a bunch of beach bums getting together. But you know what? These beach bums are earning a heck of a lot of money.
Sure, they're doing very well now. It's kind of nice to see that because this is, like you said, a very good sport.
It's a business.
It's sad that it's become that. There you go. That's a great shot. When it hits the line, boy.
I tell you what, at the end of tonight's game, we're selecting Ballpark Pizza Team's Athletes of the Week. This Mr. Barnett, he's in the running, man. He's been strong all the way through. 7-5 right now.
He's been steady.
We'll pick one on either side of the net. Our director tonight, Tom Hall, doing a great job with Channel 3 Sports.
Nice pass. Interesting, they go to Minear. Oh, nice touch.
Nice drop shot because nobody was there late in the game, late in the day. You know, 9 times out of 10, maybe a guy won't go for that.
Right.
It's like playing shortstop and you hit it in the gap. Is the shortstop going to go for it every time? Possibly not. He's going to be sucking air on one of those or thinking about something else, not to go backhanded after that ball. Same thing with volleyball as that one hits the net. You can't dive for every single ball, can you?
Well, you can, but you're not going to have anything left. So you got to be pretty good about deciding which balls you're going to go after.
One player that dove for everything during his course of his stay in this event was Bobby Friedman. He dove, I don't care if it was 5 rows deep in the stands here or on the beach, he would dive for everything. And he made some of the most spectacular saves I've seen in this sport. I mean, talking about a guy that's in great shape, that's
Right.
Bobby Friedman.
Right, the sport misses Bobby. It's funny because, you know, he's such a great athlete, like a lot of these guys are, that he was able to take, you know, kind of put the sport aside. And now what is he, like the world's best tandem surfer?
He's one of them. You know,
Yeah.
we want to make sure that we pay recognition to the tandem surfing, which is getting huge. He's sponsored now by Quicksilver, but he is one of the best. Him and his girlfriend, Anna Schistler.
Interesting play there. Barnett has an open net, nobody up, and blasts out. Again, you know, it gets into your head. You see an open net, you want to crank the ball as hard as you can instead of, like you said, taking it a little easier and just making the ball hit the sand.
7-6 right now. 6 serving 7. Mike Minear.
Mike Minear's going to jump serve here. He's going to see if he can get a quick one. It's so important to throw on a jump serve. Nice set.
Barnett.
He goes deep angle. That's
Look at
in.
that. You
That's
cannot,
coffin corner.
you cannot
No, you
position that any better.
No, you couldn't run out there and drop the ball in a better spot.
Good point. Chad Jones, 7'6", Dragon Optical. He's wearing some of those Dragon Optical sunglasses. I'm not sure where they're located, but what a great country we live in to be able to create something like a pair of sunglasses and earn a lot of money, huh?
Nice jump serve. Nice pass. Nice set. He's tight. Calls. Boy, nice big swing.
You know, I'm going to say one thing. If I was serving, I would not know who to serve to because both Mike Minear and Utterback, they have great returns. And also on the third hit, which you have to hit the ball over in the third time, that's normally the biggest hit of the point. And who knows which guy to go to?
Right, so in that instance,
positioning? Is it positioning?
Yeah, so what you're doing is you're looking for one guy to crack by his body language, but in this case, they're just going to go, they're going to keep going at Larry. And as far as Darren and Mike Minear are concerned, they're just going to keep going back and jump serving hard. It looks like when they serve easy, they're going to go ahead and serve to Darren, but it hasn't worked for him. Like you said, we're at 7-6. This is a great game. Anybody can win this.
You know what city that needs the volleyball to return to it is Laguna Beach. That really, that city needs volleyball.
I agree.
A tour stop. It's such a great venue.
You know, they got some people. Nice shotty. They got some people in their, you know, in their little, in their, what do you call it? Their
Well, it could be the
politicians.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah,
could be.
and they didn't want, when the event started, they had Cuervo sponsoring the
Right.
event, and they didn't want to be associated with alcohol.
Right.
And once they lost the sponsorship, like you said earlier, with money, they just lost the interest in the event because people weren't going to come out if there was nothing to see.
Little note to that. Cuervo sponsors the biggest prize money on the AVP tour. If you win a Cuervo event, not only do you win $100,000, you split it so you and your partner walk away with 50 grand apiece. You know, that is pretty special. And the connotation with liquor and volleyball, I mean, you know, that's judgment.
Right,
call.
you've got a choice. They're not making you drink
Right.
it. But the thing is, they were around when the sport was nothing.
Right.
And they kept the sport alive to make it what it is today.
That's right. It's tough, though. I know that the city of Laguna Beach, they might not need it. They have such great tourism already. That drops in. I don't know how that ball dropped in. Mike Minear just positioned that ball. I don't know if he planned that or what, but that was a heck of a serve.
Paul, sometimes the best serves are when you miss them like that.
Yeah.
You hit it off the left side of the ball. And again, a lot of people think you just hit the top of the ball every time. That's not the case. If you can hit the left side of the ball or the right side of the ball comes off with a certain spin, it kind of throws you off balance. It makes it a lot more difficult on your opponent.
You saw the score of 7-7. We're all tied up.
Mike goes back to jump serve. Oh, he's going short. Nice touch. Oh, he's got his back to the net. Here we go. Free ball. They're going to go with the sky ball. Let's see what they do. Look at Chad sneak up on the net. And he just blocks it out. That's a big play there. So they switch at 8-7.
We'll be back with more 8-7.
Utterback to Pioneer, lead Jones and Barnett.
Lake Forest Limousine Service, ultimately the best in Orange County. Catering to all your needs, ranging from airport service to wedding parties. Ask about our special midweek dinner packages, as well as our dinner theater packages to Medieval Times and Wild Bill's in Buena Park. If you're in need of transportation for business meetings or crosstown conferences, ask about our town car service and affordable rates. We guarantee professional service. How about that special day in your life? Ask about our popular wedding packages in the newest and finest automobiles. Lake Forest Limousine Service has plush and comfortable automobiles for any occasion. And don't forget to ask about convenient airport service to any of Southern California's airports. Pamper yourself. Enjoy the good life. Call Lake Forest Limousine Service today at 714-380-7794.
8-7 right now. Minear and Utterback with the lead over Jones and Barnett. And you and I just stood up and took a picture for Mark Chandler over there, who's done some great photos throughout the course of this event. You're 6'5", I'm 5'7.5" maybe. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to see you on a basketball court or a volleyball court. But it's great to see you here.
I appreciate that. See, that's another great point. You've got guys, these are not small men out here like in surfing and other sports. I mean, these guys have to move in sand, and these guys average size probably 6'4", 6'5". It's an amazing sport.
It's getting late in the day, and normally when it gets late in the day, I get a little hungry, and Tourney Sea Landing, who sponsored us today, I want to let you know they also cater. If you're getting married or a special event, 770-1313 in Mission Viejo, or 582-8844. That number basically is the more important number, 582-88, pardon me, let me go back in. 582-8844, Tourney Sea Landing in Mission Viejo.
That was a huge block. Big block. We've got a tie game at 8-8 now. The whole game's been going back and forth. Nobody's grabbed the momentum yet. It's been a great game. Nice set off the net. Nobody up. Oh, and he hit the tape.
You know, I live in Dana Point. My mom lives right here in the Majorcas, and each day I would call her, starting on Thursday, Friday, and say, Mom, how's it look down there? Each day she would tell me, well, they have the nets up. Okay, now they have the banners up. Now they have the scaffolding up. I mean, this thing really comes together rather nicely.
See, Darren's going to go back and jump serve. Big serve.
Wow. Did you hear Darren just bang that ball out? Speaking of going out, that ball goes out, but it goes off the hands.
There's a point.
Did it go off the hands of Mike?
No, they're saying no touch.
Okay. 9-8. So they have captured the lead. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the first time they've captured the lead in this game? Mike Minear and Utterback? I think it is.
No, you know what? They had it early on at the 3-2 switch. Remember they got the
you're
first
right,
3
you're
points
right.
at 3-0?
So it's been,
this game's been going back and forth.
That's right.
It's been a tug of war. Oh, nice big heater. Look at that dig. Oh, he would have loved to have had that one.
Keep a close eye on these guys, because this is going to get heated as we go. Utterback, Minear taking on good friends, Chad Jones, Larry Barnett. One thing about these guys, they're everybody's friends.
Look at Larry going back with the floater there. Go at Darren again. Nice set. They're setting about 10 feet off.
Boy,
look at that block. Big block. Nice set. He's got to go deep line. And he goes deep line. Splits the middle.
I want to mention, once again, the AVP officials, George Carey and Butch Martin. Without them, this event would not reach the class that it has, and we welcome them to the Game of the Week. You can see them on ESPN and NBC during the course of the summer.
I need to go back with the big jump serve. Nice set. Nice call.
That's a great fake, because he goes up anticipating a big hit. I'm not sure if he looked at his partner Barnett or not, but Chad Jones made the quick decision to soften his touch and drop it in.
Yeah, again, Larry calls out line because Minear digs in for the big hit on the angle, and you just go over the top of the block and you've got all that open sand to hit to. Smart playing. You got two really smart teams out there.
You're watching Cox Cable, Channel 3, here on the Game of the Week.
Tough play.
What do you think that you know, psychology-wise, what would Utterback say if he is coaching this Capitol Valley and one of his best players hits it into the net? What do you say to a guy at that point?
Hey, you say that's done. You know what? You take it 1 point at a time. Let's just push.
9-9. Total of 18 points been scored. We've been tight the whole way.
Look
And
at
he
that
won't
big
do it
swing.
twice. How about
Yeah,
that?
you know what? That's the great thing. See, Darren, a lot of players we get down, they do that once, they do more and more and more. It leads to 2, 3, 4 points. No, he just says no more, goes right to the next play. You got to give Darren a lot of credit.
Boy, these guys walk away with some huge trophies. I see them up on the scorers table, the announcers table, and those are some sharp-looking trophies. I'm sure we'll see those.
They're bigger than half the players, huh?
They are, bigger than me.
Darren back to the jump serve. Boy, he's hitting that jump serve nicely. Great
dig.
pass. Exactly. You might as well call it a dig on a pass. Oh, he beats it into the net.
Tell me, terminology there, I say dig, you say
No,
pass.
you know what? Well, anytime somebody serves you should call it a pass, but when the guy serves that tough, it's like attacking the ball. It's like digging a spike, so why not call it a dig?
So a dig normally on the second or the third hit as opposed to the first hit.
But you know what? If the guy serves that hard, why not call it a dig? I don't think you're wrong.
Utterback with a huge serve, 10-9.
Oh, he fangs it.
Fang, that's another word. I like that, fang.
Yeah, fang means, you know, like Dracula has 2 teeth. If you hit the ball with 2 fingers, you probably didn't hit it just the way you wanted to.
I like that. That's a new word.
Yeah.
For me it is, at least.
We'll throw a few tidbits your
You'll throw
way.
a dinger in my way or two, right? I always hear Vince Scully say flare, and he says it so nicely. He flares the ball into left field. There's nobody that's better than he.
No, exactly. We grew up listening to him. We're lucky. No other reason for Southern California. You got to like Vince Scully.
We're going to step aside, 10-9. We'll be back with more right after this.
What do you do if you have a really popular seafood restaurant? If you're Mike Camise of Tourney Sea Landing in Tustin, you open another one in Mission Viejo.
I like the food very well. I think it's one of the best places in Orange County for seafood.
There's nothing like fresh seafood. In fact, we smoke our salmon, trout, and chicken. They're great. They're delicious.
We like to pay attention to detail and make sure that everything is taken care of, everybody's happy.
That's Tourney Sea Landing in Mission Viejo and the original landmark restaurant in Tustin.
Come on into Tony's.
Besser Brothers Garage Door and Service has been serving Orange County since 1977. Come visit our showroom and see our full-service facility of garage doors and openers. From one-piece to sectional doors, for beauty or convenience, at Besser Brothers we cater to all your needs. If you're short on space in or out of the garage, our wide inventory of sectional doors are the perfect solution. At Besser Brothers, we have the best selection of the finest quality garage door openers, such as Genie and ProMax Stealth, the quietest opener around. All our installers are qualified and extensively trained and have years of experience in both service and installation. At Besser Brothers, we have keyless entry systems for all garage door openers, perfect for kids and lost keys. If you live in a gated community or have multiple door operation, we also have 1 to 4 button transmitters for all major brand door openers. Come in to Besser Brothers today or call and speak to our trained office personnel at 830-DOOR.
Scarantino's Italian Inn in Lake Forest, just off the 5 freeway at El Toro Road, is part of over 50 years of a family tradition of fine Italian foods. Our recipes have appeared in the LA Times cookbook and have been requested by Gourmet Magazine. Check out our specials, our reasonable prices, friendly service, and the freshest foods. Give us a call at 768-8757. Scarantino's Italian Inn. Come taste our tradition.
Reflections invites you to experience our full-service salon offering hair, nails, waxing, massage, reflexology, electrolysis, and complete makeovers. We are proud to also offer Epicurean facials and peels. Mention you heard this offer on Athletes in Motion.
Welcome back to the game of the week, 10-9, right where we left you. Utterback and his partner Mike Minear with the lead and the side out. They're facing Chad Jones and Larry Barnett in the finals. Thanks for joining us here in the game of the week on Channel 3. Once again, the new name on Channel 3 is Cox Communications. You see the white trucks with the rainbow type logo.
Interesting. Darren is going back, and just there, you know, early on they were serving the underhand serve, saving their energy, going to Larry Barnett. Now he's just winding up, serving as hard as he can. He doesn't care if he goes to Chad or Larry. He just wants to serve hard.
Got to remember that you have to win by 2. First team to 15 by 2 comes away the winner.
So are you sensing this could go a little over 15?
You know what? My prediction, should I predict something else? It's 10-9 right now.
Oh,
9 serving 10.
Oh, that's a tough call.
10-10. We're going to step aside one more time. We're dead even. This is where we started about a half an hour ago. We'll be back with more right after this.
What do you do if you have a really popular seafood restaurant? If you're Mike Camise of Tourney Sea Landing in Tustin, you open another one in Mission Viejo.
I like the food very well. I think it's one of the best places in Orange County for seafood.
There's nothing like fresh seafood. In fact, we smoke our salmon, trout, and chicken. They're great. They're delicious.
We like to pay attention to detail and make sure that everything is taken care of, everybody's happy.
That's Tourney Sea Landing in Mission Viejo and the original landmark restaurant in Tustin.
Come on into Tony's.
For professional service on all your buying or selling needs, take the professional's choice. Betty Paquette and Jeanette Krembus of Grubb & Ellis Residential Real Estate Services. We specialize in all properties, from cottages to castles, to building you your special custom dream home with expert service in the South County area. Whether you want to live in the peaceful and quiet, mature area of Monarch Bay Terraces or where you can see forever, we cater to all your needs for every budget in finding you the home of your dreams. We also have a 24-hour hotline to service all of your buying or selling questions. And we work together with over 36 years combined experience. Come to the experts, Betty Paquette and Jeanette Krembus of Grubb & Ellis Residential Real Estate Services.
Welcome back to the game of the week. It's 10-10. In just a moment, there we go. Bobby Friedman and Anna Schisler. You might see them on other networks. Tandem surfing. Is Bobby ripped or what?
Boy, he is in serious shape.
Guy is in great shape. You'll see them on Channel 3 during the course of the week and in the community.
Mike Rainier back to serve.
6:30, is that what happened down at San Clemente? Give me some. All right, and all right, a little story on tandem surfing running this week on Channel 3 on In the Community, 6:30 p.m. Bobby Friedman, Anna Schisler, also see him on ESPN2 and ESPN.
Got to go over.
Sports.
Nice play. This is a big play. Oh, look at the shorty. Look at the shorty. What a weapon that is. You got guys backing up thinking he's going to blast. Nice shot.
Let's set it up once again in the sand right there. That's Darren Utterback. His partner from Mission Viejo High School, Mike Minear. On the other side of the court, you have Larry Barnett and Chad Jones. Chad Jones is serving. They're going to take a quick timeout to get some sand off. And give me an idea, how often are you allowed these timeouts and what constitutes a timeout? If you dive in the sand every time, I mean, you can't take a timeout every time.
Right. What they do is if you go to your towel to wipe the sand off, if they think like it's an extreme thing, they'll let you go ahead and do it without calling a timeout. But if you go to your towel, they're going to go ahead and insist that you call a 20-second timeout. Now, there's two different kinds of timeouts. There's a 45-second timeout and a 20-second timeout. So the sand timeout would be your 20-second timeout.
You know, these are the afternoons that 5, 10, 15 years later you remember. You remember being at a particular place at a particular time, the feeling that you get. It's too bad the sun's so bad for you because, you know, we're outdoors, we're having a good time, and, you know, we think we're doing all good things, but we got to make sure we wear that sunblock. And I know tomorrow I'm going to be thinking about that. I've put enough of it on, but
yeah, do we have a sunblock sponsor for this event?
We should.
Boy, they should be paying us because there's a lot of sunblock going on in this place.
But this is one of those days that the spectators, the people here, will remember the experiences they had, and we've captured it here for you on the Game of the Week. 11-10.
They're going to Darren. Let's see what kind of set he gets. Now he's got angle. Nice shot.
Barnett could not get to it. Side out goes to Utterback and Minear.
Boy, Larry still is quick, though. He's amazing.
He is definitely quick, and he's one of those players that is deceiving because you look at him and you think you can get the ball by him. But no way, man. 9 times out of 10, he's digging that thing. Look at the background. Isn't this beautiful here at Lake Mission Viejo? You see the sun reflecting off the water, and it's going right into the eyes of Barnett.
He's going to hit.
Oh,
and he cuts into the net. Boy, that's a tough play.
Chad Jones tried to have that ball. We talked about it. It's always tough to have that ball. Sometimes it's easier to go across your body, but on the same hand, hitting it.
We've got 11 another
the direction you're going, sometimes it's tough, and
Well, if
he
you
had
saw
that opportunity.
yeah, Mike jumped up in his space to kind of like scare him a little bit, and you know Chad had to see him too, as well as seeing the ball, and that's kind of what makes you sometimes cut it into the net.
Well, the wiffle ball game has subsided to watching this great final. We're at 11-11.
Okay, just what happened to you guys out there? If you throw the ball up, you're allowed to let the ball hit the sand once. You can't do it the second time, or it's a side out for the other team. But it's interesting, Darren came out with the floater now, and now he's coming out with the jump heater.
Great serve.
Yeah, that'll get you a point.
Great serve. 12-11, Utterback and Minear 3 points away from winning this here at Lake Mission Viejo.
You got to sense a little momentum. If he gets one more point, Barnett and Jones need to call a timeout here. They might have already called the timeout. Yeah, they called the timeout.
We'll stay with you right here. Again, want to mention the AVP refs. I think it's important to bring them to light. George Carey and Butch Martin. And also the players today. I'm not sure how many players participated in all in this event, but they've been here since Thursday.
There were 72.
72. And there is a loser's bracket, so if you do lose, correct me if I'm wrong, you can come back and get into the finals.
Double elimination.
And that's great. I love double elimination because some days you have it, some days you don't. Like some of these guys, most of these guys have regular jobs.
Sure.
Playing volleyball on a Friday is not always conducive to your schedule. So if you're rushed trying to get here, you got to take the day off. Look at those trophies. Isn't that great? Those things are skying. They're at least 2.5 feet.
This is a great event.
It's really one of the events that, we look forward to all the events we do here on the Game of the Week, but it's one event that we definitely love to come out. As you can see, a very visual event.
Nice scenery, huh?
I still want to know the story on that house over here at Lake Mission Viejo that's been vacant for some time. And as reporters, we should go over there and take care of that.
Yeah, being I'm in real estate, I should definitely be able to find out now that you set me straight.
Well, the dig did not happen for Utterback, so it's 12-11, and it will be 11 serving 12 as Chad Jones, Larry Barnett down by 1 point. How important is it? I know when I do sports, when I play sports,
we will be at Clubhouse Sports Bar
I have to feel
Grill.
very comfortable with what's on my head, what's on my eyes. To wear sunglasses, to me sometimes, it gets in my way, but all these guys are wearing sunglasses, so obviously it works well with them.
Yeah, that's, with the way the sun is setting right now, they're looking right into the sun. Chad Jones and Barnett are looking right into the sun. If you can see the shadows on the court, again.
Is it one of those things you have to get used to?
Yes.
Like wearing a helmet in football, wearing shoulder pads?
Definitely. I think if you ask Kareem Abdul-Jabbar about his goggles, that was something he had to get used to.
Good point.
Boy, Minear's back there smiling. He thinks he's got something going here.
Well, 3 points away from winning this event. They go to Barnett, so Barnett will have the third hit.
Deep line. He swings line. Swings line out. Oh, and he does call it out. That's a big play.
13-11. 2 point lead. You got to win by 2. First team to 15.
Hey, you might have got the prediction right with 2 points away here. This would be a nice win. Neither one of these gentlemen have won this event.
13-11. Timeout.
Timeout. Smart timeout.
With that timeout, we will stay with you right here because we want to make sure that we get everything.
Right now you're watching Mike walk to the towel. Look, he's talking to the referee. He feels real confident right now. Matter of fact, the reason the other team called the timeout was to slow down the momentum. They feel like they're on a sinking ship right now, Paul.
Jones and Barnett down.
Look at this. We got some people paddling up to watch the event.
Now that's that house right there on the left-hand side.
We'll pull a profile on that and find out what that property's up to. Here we go. Minear's going to get back there and touch the ball, so he's ready to go.
Someone's going to call me up at my office and say, Paul, let me give you the lowdown on that thing. So next week when you're doing a game of the week, you can say, this is what the house is. This is who owns it. If somebody does own it, give me a call. I want to know. 240-3293. Get our story straight.
Right now you've got Mike back with the ball, and you've got Darren standing in the court, and the other players, Chad, walking onto the court. That's a psych. You get on the court saying, hey, we're not even tired. We're ready to go. What's taking you guys so long? So let's see what happens here. A lot of this game is mental.
There's a lot of volleyball left. 13-11. Mike Minear from Mission Viejo High School serves it. Last year's guest on Coach's Corner. Oh yes.
Equipment.
Great side out. That's a great second hit. Sometimes those are risky to take.
No, you don't ever try to do that. So when you use the tape like that, you call it the equipment manager.
Yeah.
He definitely managed the equipment there.
You got to know how tight or loose that net is. How high is the net?
8 feet.
8
or
feet.
really 7'11 and a half, but 8 feet here.
Who came up with 7'11 and a half? Is that a new convenience store? They're going to serve it back to Utterback.
Oh, they got to switch sides on that. See, now he's got to think about that shot now. He's got a minute to think about that cut shot.
Well, you got to win by 2. 13-12. We'll have more from Lake Mission Viejo right after this.
Scores 13-12.
While you're kicking back on the couch, here's some information for you. You can now catch Athletes in Motion on the Deuce. That's right. Check out our coverage of extreme athletes in sports on ESPN2 each and every week. Covering a wide variety of extreme sports, don't miss these exciting alternative athletes. From inline skating to BMX to surfing and snowboarding, Athletes in Motion is where it's hot on the Deuce. Check your local listings for dates and times. The new home of Athletes in Motion is on ESPN2. Check it out.
There is a place pilots talk about, but few have ever been. It's a place where training, aircraft design, indeed a pilot's ability to stay cool, are put to the absolute test. Presenting the Challenge of Flight, an exclusive new series that takes you where no aviation videos have ever gone before. Start with Final Approach. Be there when it all goes wrong, when raw power, fear, and the ejection seat is all the pilot has left. In incredible detail and first-hand accounts, you'll see what happens low and slow over a pitching carrier deck. Gear up with nowhere to go. And in the bunker when you test how bad it can be. Be an eyewitness to history as you watch exclusive footage declassified and released here for the very first time. Order your copy of Final Approach and go where few pilots have ever been before.
Use your credit card and call 1-800-419-2211. Other tapes will follow. Cancel anytime. There's no obligation. Call 1-800-419-2211 now.
Welcome back to the game of the week. Well, we missed one of the best points there is, but Challenge of Flight deserves that. I tell you what a great point, what a great save by
Chad Jones and Larry Barnett.
It's 13-13 right now. We predicted overtime. I predicted it would be Mynheer and Utterback. We'll see. Whoever wins.
Let's hope you didn't give him the kiss of death.
I think it's great whoever wins. I know I couldn't be out there doing it. Mynheer with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
He almost had a smile on his face as he looks up to get the side out.
Now, see, well, that's interesting how Larry Barnett just served an easy serve when they got an easy point there. They served easy to Mynheer. I don't know why they do that. Maybe they think Darren's not setting him good enough. Interesting, though, because you think you would want to stay away from Mynheer and go to Darren after he cut that shot into the net on the side switch.
Hey, interest rates are low. Houses, great time to buy. Dave Crandall, First Team Real Estate, 582-1549. If you have any money at all right now in the bank, buy real estate. I wish I would have done it years ago. I wish I had some extra money right now.
This is a good time. It's only going to get better right now.
Oh, we can save a lot of money, spend it, then make a lot in the future. 582-1549.
Nice pass. Look at this set. And he calls line, but he goes angle.
Oh, beautiful.
He's got his open net.
Look at
this. Here we go. Oh, they call the throw. They call the throw on the back set. Yeah. Barnett, that's a great play. His partner called line. He hit an angle. Darren had enough to pop it up.
Maybe if we can get...
Barnett doesn't like that call. He thought it was a clean set. But again, when you back set, you have to, throw that ball square with your shoulders, and that ball came a little bit left of his shoulders.
Game point, 14-13.
That's a big. They got to come back off that.
On the other side of the court, you've got Utterback and Mynheer talking. You see the referees there, the officials. But Utterback and Mynheer talking, they have to take a breath of fresh air. They figure, hey, if they were going to get a break, if they got a break, they might have earned it, though.
Right, they're loving this. So it looks like they called a timeout after that call, just to gather their thoughts. Looks like Chad Jones and Larry Barnett called a timeout. So we're going to stay with it right now, right, Paul?
That's what it's all about, summer fun here in the Midsummer Volleyball Classic. Lake Mission Viejo.
Everybody on your way out, be kind, pick up your trash.
Score is 14-13. I wish we could do something like this every week. This is a lot of fun.
Again, Paul, everybody here, appreciate you doing this.
Oh, it's great. We get a lot of help. Channel 3 is what it's all about. Right here with the Game of the Week, Coach's Corner, in the community.
Mike's going to go back here with a jump heater and try to win it on this serve. It's nice to end it right here on a serve.
This is for the marbles.
He's got deep line. Oh, and he swings big into the angle.
I'll tell you what, everybody was silent when he went up to hit that ball. That was a huge hit. Chad Jones let it all hang out. I tell you what, that took a lot of guts to make that play.
Right, it was a great set by Larry Barnett. Tough pass, he makes a nice saving set.
Side out, you got to win by 2. It's 13 serving 14 right now.
They go to Darren. Nice set by Mike. He's got deep line, look at the dig.
Mike's
He's
great.
doing it all day, and he hits.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, and they've got it. We've got a 14. We're going extra innings. You called it.
We're at the plus side of 15, so last year we were on the plus side of 15 as well. 17-15. Holloway and Riedel defeated Wilhelm and Crest Maycott 17-15. A year earlier, Dave Holloway and Aaron Garcia knocked off Chad Jones and Dwayne Utterback 18-16. It's been the only time this event has gone into double digits. Extra innings, as you said.
Boy, look at that. That's exactly what Chad wanted Larry to do. He wanted him to hit the line, but Larry's getting tired. He's been running all day chasing down those balls. And again, Paul, I don't mean to cut you off, but you know, we don't give Chad enough credit. He's been the one who's been jumping for every single play, just like Mike Minear. So it's again, this is a great game.
Just goes to show you how great shape these guys are in.
Back with the jump serve, Darren.
Oh, what a
line.
great
Did
serve.
he get it? They call it out, just out.
14-14 side out. So Jones and Barnett, you have to win by 2. Gets a little quiet right now as the serve goes to Utterback. Minear called line, and he goes for it.
Good call. Calls line, but he goes angle. That's how much room he has. See, again, Larry's getting tired. Earlier, Larry would have run that angle down.
Again, at the end of tonight's game, we will be selecting the Ballpark Pizza Team Athletes of the Week. And this portion of the game is being sponsored by Ballpark Pizza Team, along with Pacific Water Sports. Mike Minear with the serve.
He's going to go with the jump heater. Nice toss, but look at this.
He drops it in.
Nice set. Look at the touch shot. Uh-oh, this could be a point right here. He will be 15-14 of deep shotty. No, he's cutting it again. Look at this dig. Oh, it's tight. Oh, here we go again. Tight. Oh, and he gets it by. What a play. On his knees. That's great volleyball.
Good volleyball by Larry Barnett and his partner, Chad Jones, to survive a barrage of attempts by Mike Minear and Utterback. Great sportsmanship between these guys. Barnett is sucking air right now.
Exactly. Larry's the one that's down on the ground right now because he's the one who's chasing down all those shots.
He's smart. He's worn a T-shirt. You mentioned that. When you wear clothes, especially when you wear light clothes like white, you don't get as hot.
Right. It's funny how you've got the two oldest guys, and Larry and Darren, wearing their white tank tops right now. Nice pass.
Mike Minear with the perfect set. Utterback finds the hole.
Boy, Darren's still got enough energy to be ripping the ball angle.
We're still tied at 14-14. This is the championship game of the 13th annual Midsummer Volleyball Classic. Some people think the number 13 is unlucky, but it's been anything but that here at Lake Mission Viejo. I wore 13 in basketball. I love the number.
Tight.
Line? No?
No, they're calling it in. Yep, they hit the line. That's a huge play. You see him hit over the top of Minear's block. Minear should have been all over that ball. For Larry to be running down all the balls he's done today and to hit over the top of Mike Minear on a tight set, that's fantastic volleyball.
Darren Utterback, all he could do is stare at the mark on the ball. He didn't contest it, knew it was in, knew it was on the line.
He had the best seat in the house.
Here we go, 14-14 side out. Larry Barnett will serve it from the center part of the court.
Let's see where he goes. He's moving himself around a little bit.
One thing you got to look at, Minear and Utterback looking into the sun.
There's a deep shot.
It's as simple as that. It's a simple game, isn't it, when it comes right down to it? You find the open spot in the sand, you try to get it to it.
Yeah, these guys are good enough to make it look that simple.
You know, volleyball is the #1 sport played in the world. More people play volleyball than they do soccer. than any other sport in the world?
I didn't know that, but that's interesting. Watching these guys, you can see why.
Again.
You made mention that earlier. You get tired. Like Mynheer looked and he's like, do I go for that? Can my partner help me out?
We're knotted up at 14-14.
Yeah. Both teams are getting anxious now. They want to get this thing going. They feel like they need to grab the momentum. Chad Jones is back to serve. You think he'll jump serve?
Yeah. If you're at home, you got a piece of paper. Jot down the final score, what you think it's going to be. See if you're right. It's 14-14 right now. Is it going to be 16-14, 17-15, 18-16? Write it down, see if you're right. If you watch this the following night, you're going to be right because you know the answer.
That's a tough play. Chad Jones goes back like he's going to jump serve to get into their head mentally. Then he serves a floater, but he serves the floater out. You just can't serve a floater out. Looks like Darren's going to serve his floater now. You think he'll go back to the underhand serve that he served earlier?
I think he's going to power this thing.
No, he's going to go to the underhand again.
Look at that.
To the deep. Look at this. He's got him. Oh,
little
trouble.
Confusion.
He's got the. Oh, he goes deep line. This is going to be a point right here. If he goes deep line, he's got to hit deep line. He goes deep line. There's Chad. Oh, Larry's tired. See how the psyche thing? You go back to the underhand.
Larry Barnett, if we can get a shot at him, take a look at the big breath. He's doubled over. And the hardest thing, you know that...
Look at that. Yeah, Larry's tired. He's calling the timeout. He called the tee. Good call.
You know, Dave, you know as an athlete that when you double over like that, it doesn't make any sense because you got to straighten up to get the air in your lungs. But you take everything you have to get straight in the first place. It just feels better to double over and kind of cramp your body up a little bit. But Dave, in the shade, they're down 15-14. This will be the final point of the game if, in fact, Mynheer and Utterback can win this.
It's funny, a lot of that stuff, you know, like you say bending over, you find that people bend over, not out of being tired, but just out of being able to concentrate. Like, you know, when you pray, you kind of look down. It's one of those things where you can focus better if you just put your head down and kind of try to tune everything else out. Like you said, I don't think that they're getting their breath by bending over. But
these athletes tonight competing for not only bragging rights throughout South Orange County as the Lake Mission Viejo volleyball champion, the Midsummer Classic, also get great trophies and great prizes. Sports Chalet donating a number of events. Also Club Sportswear, a number of events, a number of merchandise, Sports Chalet and Club. And Tourney C. Landing, I'm sure these guys will be eating dinner at there all summer long. Utterback for the game, the match, the championship.
Oh.
Nope, softens it up.
He's got to go deep line.
Barnett's got the
he swings.
And that's it.
Down. There we got it. New champion. You got to love that. That's great for Darren Utterback.
Darren Utterback,
never won it.
For the first time in 13 years, has conquered his goal as the champion of Lake Mission Viejo Midsummer Classic.
His brother hugging him.
And his companion.
We got two new champions.
Mike Mynheer as well from Mission Viejo. Who says that a Diablo and a Cougar can't get along? How about it? They defeat Chad Jones and Larry Barnett.
Look at the brothers. You got the four brothers right now going crazy. This is huge for them.
That is great.
That's fantastic. I'll bet Dwayne wishes he was here right now.
That is great.
Fantastic.
16-14 is the final score, so your cheat score, if you wrote that down in your pad, you were right. When we come back, see if you're right for a second time. We'll select the Ballpark Pizza Team Athletes of the Week right after this.
For the best in personal watercraft, stop by Pacific Water Sports in Capistrano Beach, located 1 block west of the San Juan Price Club. If you're looking for the latest parts and accessories, like wakeboards, skis, and apparel, we have it all right here. Pacific Water Sports leads the pack with a full line of Polaris watercrafts. We repair every major brand of watercraft in our service bay. Give us a call at 661-2110. Pacific Water Sports, serving you because we love the sport.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe Moscatello, owner of Pepino's Italian Restaurant. And while you're home sleeping, this is what we're doing for you.
At 5 a.m. each morning, the men behind the scenes at Pepino's Italian Restaurant are hard at work preparing South Orange County's finest Italian cuisine. While you sleep, they hand-roll each and every meatball from the highest quality beef. Every loaf of Italian bread is also handmade and baked to perfection. Mountains of pasta are prepared to an exact minute to ensure quality, freshness, and above all, taste. as is Peppino's world-famous ravioli. And let's not forget Peppino's trademark marinara and meat sauce. The recipe is a family secret. And hundreds of pounds of naturally aged Parmesan and mozzarella cheese are grated daily and topped on your favorite dishes.
Now that you've seen how hard we work at Peppino's Italian Restaurant, I want you to come down. I want you to come and enjoy it. I want you to come and have lunch or dinner with me. Come on down. Guaranteed, you'll like it.
Welcome back to Lake Mission Viejo, the 13th annual Midsummer Volleyball Classic. The final score 16-14. We go in overtime. Mike Minear and Darren Utterback defeat Chad Jones and Larry Barnett. The Ballpark Pizza Team Athletes of the Week, Darren Utterback and Larry Barnett. A tough choice, definitely a tough choice. This is a team sport. I've got two of the guys here that are very, very happy. It's been a long 3 days. Darren Utterback, Mike Minear. We've got one Capo Valley graduate who's now coaching, and Mike Minear. First of all, your feelings. 13 years, you've been here, you won it.
Well, it was my first win, so it was getting a little sketchy when we were at 14-all, but it just feels great to finally get that out of the way. And playing with Mike made it really easy. He's just really laid back, and it was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun.
Mike, throughout the course of today, I mean, you were tight, 8-8, 9-9, 10-10, 14-14. Every time I saw a smile on your face. What's up with that?
Well, you know, if you're having fun out there, usually you're making the plays. It's when you get uptight that, you know, it becomes a grind and really hard to make plays. So I just try and relax, have a good time, and you know, make something happen, and usually that works for me. So,
what do you think was the turning point in this match?
I think it was Darren just siding out all day. Last 2 days, actually, he got a lot of serves and, you know, passed well. I gave him some good sets, and he just kept hitting it in the court where they weren't, or, you know, passed them, and that was the key to our victories. I knew if we sided out long enough, we'd score some points. So.
Well, Darren, lastly, semifinal number 1, you won 15-7 pretty easily. You had a long layoff. We saw a lot of points scored in semifinal number 2. That help you out?
Yeah, in fact, I'm not even sure they got 7, but I think it was more like 3 or something like that.
What it was.
That was really nice, yeah. And then Larry, he struggled. He had a couple long matches in a row, and he was really tired. And we knew if we kept the ball on him, we'd be in good shape. But he's just a great player. He's putting the ball away. That was just a tough match.
Well, I want to congratulate both of you guys also. We have to mention Chad Jones, Larry Barnett. They did a great job. I think everybody in this event had a great time. Want to wish you guys the best luck. Make sure you go out the Ballpark Pizza Team. All right. Good luck, you guys. The final score again, Mike Minear, Darren Utterback, 16-14 over Chad Jones and Larry Barnett. For the Game of the Week, for Dave Crandall, I'm Paul Higgins. Thanks for watching the Game of the Week. We'll see you next time.